last year, Whoopi Goldberg, she had this fantasy, even though she had to read her notes to double check that it was her fantasy, about locking President Trump up in Alcatraz.
I don't want.
Wow. I did not know that. So in this clip, we are going to watch Steven Crowder absolutely obliterate and destroy Whoopi Goldberg of The View with her View co-host, those hens. I can't stand them. But anyway, and Steven Crowder is going to obliterate and destroy, demolish, eviscerates Whoopi Goldberg for complaining about Alligator Alcatraz, I'm sure, but apparently had visions of putting Trump in Alligator Alcatraz. Or, well, Alcatraz, because it wasn't called Alligator Alcatraz back then. It wasn't here yet. But that is crazy. I didn't even know that. Or did I see this clip? I guess I've never seen the clip. So let's go ahead and get into the evisceration of Whoopi Goldberg of The View by Steven Crowder.
I want this to sound like I'm doing wishful thinking.
Yes.
Bitch! But which prison would be best?
I know which one.
I'm going to give you, Michael. Well, that's what I got. Number one.
If you could see my face. Wow. Oh, wow. These people are disgusting. Wow.
But, you know, I'm okay if he goes to Alcatraz and they reopen it.
Let me check my notes so I can sound clever.
First of all, can you stop cracking me up, Steven Crowder? Like, he really did sound just like her, yo. That's crazy because he had the like cigarette voice and everything. Okay, I'm gonna try not to interrupt again, but that was actually hilarious.
What would be the worst prison? I don't know. How about your sex closet?
Oh, jeez. That's a fun time.
50 Shades of Gross.
Be begging for solitary.
Oh, no, not the candle wax. So, last night, President Trump pulled an Uno reverse card, announced that the United States will be reopening Alcatraz. He said, rebuild and reopen Alcatraz. For too long, America has been plagued by vicious, violent, repeat criminal offenders, the dregs of society who will never contribute anything other than misery and suffering. That's all they contribute. When we were a more serious nation in times past, we did not hesitate to lock up the most dangerous criminals, keep them far away from anyone they could harm. That's why today I am directing the Bureau of Prisons, together with the DOJ, FBI, Homeland Security, to reopen a substantially enlarged and rebuilt Alcatraz to house America's most ruthless and violent offenders. And he said we would make America great again. And by the way, he's moving pretty fast on this one. For the grand opening, they hosted a cocktail hour and first imprisoned Whoopi Goldberg. So that is exactly right off the bat. Perfect.
Can we talk about how funny? That's actually funny. And the thing is, somebody will say, and by the way, guys, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell if you do like this video. Thank you. I appreciate everybody who is watching. Now, somebody will say, oh, that's not funny. Oh, how can you make that kind of a joke? And, you know, this is wrong. And, you know, somebody would definitely say it's racist or whatever. We literally just heard Whoopi Goldberg saying that she's wishfully thinking about putting Trump in, just wanted to pick which jail she would put Trump in. And Sunny Hostin's laughing and joking about it. And this is this despotic environment where these people are acting like this is normal to make those kind of statements. Like, I mean, you can say whatever you want, but like, I don't know. I don't like both ways, right? Like if they were like, oh, we're going to, you know, this whole, we're going to put Obama in jail. It's like, I know some people get excited about that. That's their thing if they want to, but it's just like, oh, it's part of the process, right? But it wouldn't be for me, you know, like, yeah, boy, you know, it would be more like, well, what happened to American citizens? Like, what did he do against American citizens that are now that's making him go to jail? And how do we fix, you know, the thing that happened? How do we fix the negative results for America based on whatever decision that's getting them caught up to go to jail? And I'm not saying that I would be against it either, but it's just like, it's just weird. The virtue signaling. I mean, like, let's keep it real. It really is just weird. And what's the best part is that Trump never did go to jail, did he?
Nice. The classic look.
Hey, can I get a Manhattan?
No.
How about a gimlet? Let me check my notes. So, can he do this? This is the question up here. Like, can he reopen Alcatraz? Let's go with yes. So, in 1972, the federal government did buy Alcatraz, and this was the property, I guess was a property clause of the Constitution, means that we probably need congressional approval, but it is federally owned at this point. The reason it was closed down was because it was pretty expensive.
It was.
To run, and I understand that. And look, I am a conservative, so I do believe in fiscal responsibility. But we've trimmed like $150 billion. I think we've earned a few laughs.
Yeah, and it wasn't shut down because of like inhumane,
No,
I don't
quarters
think so.
or treatment. I mean, I read up on Alcatraz because a big.
I mean, even if it was shut down for inhumane stuff, the building is still the building. Like, I don't know, that was kind of a weird take from this gentleman. I just feel like the building itself, if we know that they went ahead and opened up a different Alcatraz in Florida's the alligator Alcatraz, and that's where ICE and they're sending like people who are being deported or whatever, like illegal people who are here. That's where they're supposed to be going, but even if they use the same building, it's like, oh, they didn't shut it down because it was inhumane. But even if it was, when you reopen it, you just don't become inhumane again, right? So I just that's kind of an odd statement to make.
Big prisoner
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah, of course.
And they got like a lot of these prisoners got their own room, their
Yeah.
own cell. Mm-hmm. They got the food.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood said the
That's
N-word.
all you need. Yeah, he did.
Escape from Alcatraz. Go
Almost
watch
got
it, and then
shanked?
you will realize that Shawshank Redemption is a direct copy, almost shot for shot, of Escape from Alcatraz.
I don't care.
He carves a hole in the wall and covers it up, and he empties the dirt through his pockets in the prison yard. I remember watching this going, Shawshank they literally just copied Escape from Alcatraz. Wait, what
Yeah, but Shawshank is better.
is this? He escapes during a storm?
A better movie.
Okay.
By the way, I love how Donald Trump can't just reopen it. He's like, bigger and better.
Yeah.
Substantially enlarged. He always has to be like the promo guy saying this is going to be amazing. But here's something. This goes into a few other things that Donald Trump is doing. Symbolism to him, these things mean something.
It's
to
true.
him. He sees more value in the symbolic nature of having Alcatraz than just it costs 3 times as much. At least when they closed it down, it cost 3 times as much to house prisoners there as opposed to somewhere in Atlanta, right? That's or in Georgia. That's what they were talking about.
Do you think that it would be more cost effective nowadays? Do you think we have better?
Maybe. I mean,
better
maybe so.
methods, and
Yeah.
Maybe they can put a water filtration.
I think so. I think it probably would be more cost effective, but I don't think that's really a thought that's entering into his mind right now. It's more of like, hey, the symbolism of this is good. Right. You do really bad crimes, you go to Alcatraz.
No, I think that makes sense. And also, America was browbeaten, and we were made to feel guilty, especially through our educational system. And so he wants these wins so that Americans can actually, all right, feel like something's being done. I get it. Symbolism is a big thing. I do wonder, though, with Alcatraz, like several people escaped and seemed to swim away. So you wonder how effective is it if
And
people...
only a couple of people.
Well, I mean, but again, we do know that they opened up a new facility, and apparently there's a moat with alligators in it. They got to be careful with that, though. Florida alligators are no joke. I used to live in Florida, so. But you know what? They know what to do. I'm just like kind of joshing around a little bit. So obviously they didn't open up that Alcatraz, though. I'm gonna keep it real. I kind of wish they did, but not because this is gonna sound despotic. After I sat here and talk trash on Whoopi Goldberg for wanting Donald Trump to go to jail and everything, but obviously I don't want anybody to go to jail. I just think Alcatraz should be opened up as a an attraction site, maybe like a horror thing, maybe like a haunted house kind of thing, like a Halloween thing. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. But yeah, I understand the thing about symbolism too. Make America great again. Do American type things. I'm with it as far as that goes. I just want to make sure that we're putting action behind that kind of symbolistic type of stuff. But yeah. But other than that, shout out to Trump for not getting arrested and put in jail, and for Whoopi Goldberg playing herself with her miserable little friend, Sunny Hostin. Look at a mess. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.